Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I think I will show you how these guys lie. They have been lying. That Ukraine has been winning since February 24th, 2022, in a war against Russia. And I'm talking about the Western countries claiming that Ukraine has been winning. And I have two guys here, and I'm going to put them in a little face-off. First is going to be Ben Wallace, the former defense secretary of Great Britain, a guy who was fired. They said, no, he just decided to leave politics once and for all. Why? Because he criticized Zelensky. If you remember, he called out Zelensky and said that, hey, you should show a little bit of grace here and say thank you to us. Don't just come and ask us for more money like you think we are Amazon. He got out in about, a month and a half. The same thing happened with the Ukrainian ambassador that time to London. He again said something about Zelensky. He got fired by Zelensky. No criticism allowed in a democracy and free speech country. So when you think you defend democracy in Ukraine, you're not. You defend democracy by changing the guys in place over there and the connection between Al Capone and his little organized crime in Ukraine. You know what I mean. And we have that on one side, Mr. Ben Wallace, and then we have Senator Josh Hawley. I featured the same video yesterday and I used about 15 seconds from the short interview. I'm going to use again 15 seconds from the same interview, showing you what Zelensky told the American lawmakers, how Ukraine is winning. Okay, so let me show you. The first article, or the first thing that I will feature here, is an article from the Telegraph. Ukraine is winning. Now let's finish the job, says story by Ben Wallace. So he became an opinion maker now by the Telegraph. And we have this. So I just want to make sure that I have it from the right place. The Telegraph, this weasel, Ben Wallace. That's when he was like probably 32 or something. But they like this kind of pictures. Why don't you put your picture that you look like 3,000 pounds, bald-headed, bow-legged, and I don't know, back-haired. I'm bad, I know, but I don't like this guy because he lied to us so many times. One time, I can tell you, when he was saying that the Russians ran out of, they're almost out of missiles, and that was, I think, in April 2022. They're almost done. Really? How come? And they're still shooting and launching missiles. And that was just one. And he kept saying and kept saying and kept saying. And the last one that I did, I think, on this weasel was in December 2022, when again he said, I think it was like around Christmas, when he said, the Russians are done, they have nothing more about. A lie again. Not an assessment, a lie. So let's go to, and I'm going to show you maybe a little bit of this article. Let's see if it has anything to say here, because, let's look at the first paragraph on this article. Ukraine is winning. Now let's finish the job. What does that mean, finish the job? Whisper it if you need. Dare to think it, but champion it you must. Ukraine's counteroffensive is succeeding. Slowly but surely, the Ukrainian armed forces are breaking through the Russian lines, sometimes yard by yard, sometimes village by village. Ukraine has the momentum and is pressing forward. Did you hear that? Now you're going to take that from this weasel, right here, from this weasel, and you're going to contrast that with what Senator Hawley is going to say. Ready? Let's see how much problems we have to have this running. He's going to come from a meeting. Let me just give you the background. Hawley just attended a meeting with Zelensky in Washington, D.C. when Zelensky visited New York City for the United Nations General Assembly and so on. So he comes out. Let's see.
Couple questions there. How was the meeting with Zelensky, and did it change your mind at all?
Well, no. I mean, what the meeting revealed to me is that, in the words of President Zelensky, the conflict is a total stalemate. That's what he said. Totally frozen, I believe, was what his words were. Which is also what the administration told us yesterday.
So, total frozen. And Ben Wallace tells us, let me see when that garbage from Wallace came. All right, it's 1 October, 9 p.m. So that's not even what, it's more than 12 hours to whatever to me. If this is so, one day, not even one day ago, this guy said that we're winning. Remember what I said here? The first thing, Ukraine's counteroffensive is succeeding slowly but surely. The Ukraine's armed forces are breaking through. They're breaking as we speak. They are doing it. Russian lines, sometimes yard by yard, sometimes village by village. Ukraine has the momentum and is pressing forward. That contrast that with what this guy had to say. Now you can say, well, it's not. This guy is lying right there. Yeah, the other way around. The guy is going to show up right there. He's lying. I don't think so. I never heard Hawley, or I caught him in a lie yet. But I heard Wallace many times. So let's see again.
Questions, sir? How was the meeting with Zelensky, and did it change your mind at all?
Well, no, I mean what the meeting revealed to me is that in the words of President Zelensky, the conflict is a total stalemate. That's what he said, totally frozen. I believe is what his words were, which is also what the administration told us yesterday.
Total frozen. Total. That means stalemate. Nothing moves. Now, Ben Wallace, I think, is lying. I mean, I bet my money on this. Not money, everything I have on this guy. And he said that's also what the government, White House, whatever, told us yesterday. So you got two things, two entities from the guy and the other one, the supporters.
The administration told us yesterday they want to spend $100 billion more, our money, more, over the next year in the hopes that it will remain a stalemate.
In the hopes that it will remain a stalemate. So without that money, that means what? They're going to lose. So who's winning again? You. What was the title? Ukraine is winning. That's what Ben Wallace said. Right there. I'm going to show his mofo face. Right there. Ukraine is winning, he said. And this guy comes and said, Zelensky said it's a stalemate. Total stalemate. Frozen. The US government says is totally frozen, and they want only now, and they will need more, $100 billion extra to have it frozen. That means if they don't give $100 billion, that means it's not going to be frozen. And Ukraine is winning. My friends, let's do not lower our IQ to agree with these guys. Continue being as we are, and look around. As I always say, be smart, be strong, stay smart, not be. Not in the future, you stay. You continuously stay strong and smart. Look for the truth. Right here, you look for the truth and be just. That means distribute the conclusions and say, no, he is a liar. That's how you make justice. No, you say it. He's a liar. Right? Strong and smart, continue to say all these things, to dare to challenge the narrative, to look into it, take your time from other issues of your life and find it. And then have the courage, all right, after looking in more than one source, to come and say it. No, this is the conclusion, not that narrative. This is it. Now, Ukraine is not winning. Look at the map. I think the war should be stopped right now. Not right now, yesterday. Yesterday. Stopped right now. Zelensky out, obviously, and the Americans should go and talk to the Russians and say, sorry, nice try, but let's talk right now. We couldn't destroy you. It's a year and a half, and we care about the American people. And by the way, we have some elections, and we have to pretend that we're not using their money for our guys' interest. Thank you very much for being with me again today. So easy. Stay strong, stay smart. Look for the truth, and be just.